Yeah, I am, mate. It's obviously a privilege to put on this jersey. It's going to be exciting and looking forward to the occasion. The boys set a good standard last week and it's about backing that up now and making sure we follow up on that victory.
How much FOMO did you have sort of watching on, and especially because they got that win?
Yeah, I was not too happy sitting on the sidelines, but it is what it is. Obviously, it builds for the excitement this week and yeah, glad the boys got the job done last week. I thought they were excellent in all areas that we practiced in the pre-season.
In years gone past, the last couple of years, the way the Rabbitohs were kind of coming at the end there, the Broncos potentially would have kind of, not folded, but they would have conceded the kind of go-ahead try in that sense. Were you impressed at the grit? And I guess it's probably a sign of the growth they've shown over the last couple of years?
Yes and no. I'm not new to it. It's look, we've got systems in place here, and we expect each other to turn up for each other and work hard for one another. And we've been working extremely hard on that throughout the pre-season. So for that to happen in a game, it's not new to us. It's just about us continually turning up and doing that week in, week out.
How heavily were you impacted by, were you quite sick with COVID, and have you found that it's taken a little bit to get back into the swing of things this week?
I wasn't sick. I had like a little tickle in the throat. Thought I'd be good to go, and then as soon as I ran, the lungs were no good. So it's taken a couple of sessions to get back to 100%, but I'm feeling good. I've got through the last 2 sessions fine.
Canberra were a team last year very much like Brisbane. They've obviously recruited heavily in the off-season. That doesn't necessarily bring results. What are you expecting from this dog side when facing on Sunday?
Just a tough, gritty performance. No matter who they play in the competition, they turn up. They're a physical team. They like to, get up hard and get in your face and make it tough for you to play footy. So, expecting no different. They've always been a tough team to beat. No matter where they sit on the ladder, you've got to respect them. They've got some quality players and some players that can hurt you. So, we just got to make sure we turn up ready to play. If we don't, that's when they can put us to the sword.
Cobbo, Josh Carr, that's going to be something special. Obviously, Selwyn's only young into his career. You've been around plenty of good wingers. Where's your assessment of where he's at the moment?
Yeah, he's still a young kid. He's still learning. It's exciting. He's got that raw talent that, we talk so much about these players throughout the years of their raw talent, and we want to keep it. So for us, it's about getting him into a system, but obviously letting him play what he sees. And it was a great showing on the weekend of what he's capable of. He's a tough kid. He takes them tough carries, and it's pretty rare from a young fella who's only a handful of games into his career.
There's comparisons between him and GI. Obviously, won a premiership degree. Can you see the similarities in the sport and like that athleticism and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's obviously the similarities in looks and stature and all that, but Selwyn's his own man. He's doing things that he does, not what Greggy does or anyone else for that matter. It's him. He's impressed me with the little things he does, not so much the flary stuff, but from what the players and the coaches would recognise that the fans wouldn't. That's the sort of stuff that I get a joy out of watching Selwyn.
Renault in the halves with Albie, what was the discussions had? I know signing you were going to have input to do. Who beat your half?
Yeah, it was, look, both boys performed really well last week and thoroughly deserve a spot. So Albie was there last year and he did a great job. He didn't let anyone down, and on the weekend he was no different. So that's probably the main factor why he's there. In saying that, Billy did have an outstanding game, and he can probably cover a bit more positions off the bench. He can play that 9 role, 13, and he can cover the halves. So it's a good headache for us to have at this time of year.
What do you need from Albie?
Just for him to do his job. Nothing too crazy. Everyone's got a role to play in this team, and if we do it to the best of our abilities, it gives us a chance to win every game. And as we've seen on the weekend, he's an instinctive player. He gets around the field pretty well, and I expect no different from him this week.
What about the mystery in general soreness you had pre-COVID? Are you generally better now?
Just a little bit better. No, I'm feeling good. Body's feeling good. Moving around the park, they tried to pull me out of a bit of the session there, but wanted to get through it all, and I felt good enough to get through it. So.
And opportunity for field goals this week, are you passing it?
Capes has taken it, so he's 1 from 1. So we'll test him out and see how good he is consistently.
I was going to say there's no hesitation to take the reins back from Kurt this week. Captaincy duty, how it kind of lifted with that title next to his name last week.
He done all right. He done all right last week. It's pretty easy to do your job when all the boys are doing their job. So it's a team effort, and as long as everyone else is doing their job, makes my job a lot easier. So expect no different this weekend. Look, he's still an important part of this team, and he'll have a voice. But look, it's all hands on deck, and we've got to do our own part.
You've come to this club and there's been so much pressure on your shoulders to take them back, be that leader that real on-field leader that they've lacked for a few years, and then help get the results obviously back in the side. Do you go out on Sunday with any expectation or anything like that, knowing that really not just the team but Brisbane as a town is resting quite heavily on your shoulders in particular?
I don't see the pressure or the expectations. I think that's what you guys apply to us. For me, it's about turning up and doing my job. I've done that for 11 years in the NRL now, and nothing's going to change. I've just got to turn up, do my job, and make sure I do it well. My job is, as a number 7, is to lead the boys around the park and play some footy and make sure my D's strong. So it's a pretty simple game when we break it down to like that. So yeah, not much will change.
Game plan wise, will you use Billy in the halves? Like, could we see Kenny put Billy in the halves at some point?
It's a secret. We'll find out on Sunday.
What do you think the goals would be like when you actually run out in front of the boys in a Broncos jersey? How do you think they'll be feeling?
Yeah, it's probably the most excited I've been to start a season in a long time. I've been so accustomed running out in the Rabbitohs jersey. Coming here, it's been a fresh start. It's been good mentally, physically. And emotionally, I've been, probably the best I've been in a long time. So, it's going to be excitement, obviously, running out there. But as soon as the whistle goes, the footy head's back on, and I've got a job to do.
Do you feel like a new man a little bit?
In some ways, yes. I feel a bit older than everyone now. It's obviously a young squad here, and the boys keep reminding me that I'm slow and whatnot. But no, it's all a bit of fun and games. And look, I'm competitive as ever, and want to win just as more as any other year. So I'll make sure I go out there. I'll do my job, and hopefully can come away with the 2 points.
And Adam, Tavita will probably have a point to prove coming up against his ex-club. He likes to terrorise the halves. You expected him to be extra annoying on you this week?
Yeah, it's no different. It's been terrorising me ever since he came to the NRL. So, like all back rowers, they pick out the halves and try and make our job a little bit harder. But once again, I've got a job to do: make my tackles, direct the boys around the field, and if he comes at me, I've just got to get my body in front.